Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Greg Wagstaff and thanks for stopping by for my session on top resources for teachers as part of the Cambridge at Home experience. I really hope you've been enjoying the experience so far, and I'm just going to begin by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm lucky enough to be one of 5 presenters for the Cambridge University Press YouTube channel, Learn English with Cambridge, but primarily I'm a teacher and teacher trainer here in the south of Spain. So in today's session, I'm just going to be showing you a few of my favourite resources from the wide range of resources that are available as part of the Supporting Every Teacher campaign. The Supporting Every Teacher campaign, for those of you that don't know, aims to support all of those teachers who are now teaching from home. Now this includes myself. I've been teaching from home in Spain for the last 6 weeks. So I'm just going to show you about how it's supported me and hopefully give you some ideas about how it can support you guys as well. So what we're going to begin with is the World of Better Learning blog. Now, the World of Better Learning blog, as it says here, quite simply has thousands of experiences, insights, ideas and resources for language teachers. If we look on its homepage, you'll see the range we have here already. Of course, there's articles about creativity, items about from a more pedagogical standpoint, an article on Roy Hodgson, ex-England manager, and the language challenges that he's had to overcome in his career of coaching abroad. So yeah, the big thing to emphasize here is the range. Okay, there is something for everyone. I've I've used articles and resources from here regarding my professional development, also my physical and mental well-being, which is important to consider in this time of lockdown. It's for most, if not all, teachers. You'll find items on here that are directed for primary school teachers or secondary school teachers, even for those who teach adults and for those who teach special needs. Here you'll find something for everyone. Just in terms of navigating it, I'd just like to point out that up here is separated into categories. You've got insights, techniques and tools, and also by media. 5 different categories here as well. It's also worth noting that at the bottom of every contribution, it has a little tag here, for example, insights, techniques, and tools. And if you were to click on a tag, for example, techniques, it will also take you to all the content related to techniques. There we go, it's loaded up just in time, for example, which you can see now. So yes, World of Better Learning blog. I'd just like to point out that yes, it existed pre-coronavirus and it's existing now, and it's of course taken on more of an online teaching focus, but it will continue to exist after coronavirus as well. So it will continue to support this, support you once the world returns to a sense of normality. Yeah, it's personally helped me in 2 ways. The biggest one is in my professional development. Now, just because we're not teaching on normal educational environments, it doesn't mean our professional development should stop. Quite the contrary, really. In order to keep you motivated and fresh, um, professional development is something really, really important to undertake. It's personally helped me quite a lot. So, in terms of professional development, it's something really important. And looking after you personally, it's been a difficult time, of course. We are at home, some of us are alone. So, in terms of looking after our physical and mental well-being, you'll find lots of great resources on the blog page to help you do just that. And it's also worth pointing out, keep an eye out for the article by Catherine Rayson every week. This is from week 4, in which she details the highlights from the blog each week, giving you sort of bite-sized previews, which you can then click on and explore at your leisure. But it's a really, really nice way of condensing everything. There's a lot of stuff there into one page and then allowing you to pick and choose as you wish. So the next thing I want to show you is something, yep, personal to me, is the Learn English with Cambridge YouTube channel. Now, there's lots of playlists here, but I'm going to draw your attention to 2 in particular. The first one is designed for teachers, of course, supporting every teacher. Now, here you'll find a playlist of 7 videos. I'm sure there's more to come of ways to support you at home while you're teaching online. And we haven't also forgotten about your students. Here you have a playlist called Activities for Studying at Home, in which you'll find lots of videos to help your students to continue to study English while at home. Okay, so moving on to my third resource. Now, of course, we're in isolation, so for some of us that means we're alone. But the big message I would like to say before this third resource is, yeah, please don't feel like you are completely alone. Lots of us are experiencing what you're experiencing at the moment, and this next resource is both good for reminding you of that, and also just it's interesting from a human's perspective. It's part of the Teacher Experience series. Now, I've picked out my favourite two. This first one is an article by Catherine again, and it's about a teacher who teaches in LA, lucky her, who's had to move online. And so it talks all about that throughout her article. The name is Jan Fox, of the teacher. I won't ruin it for you, no spoilers here. I'll let you explore that. And my second article was written by a friend slash colleague of mine, George Banks, who you'll find on the Learn English with Cambridge YouTube channel. And he wrote about the experiences of Michael, who has been teaching online and from home whilst in isolation in Italy, which of course has been badly affected by the coronavirus outbreak. So there's an article here and also a recording for you guys to have a listen to. So, moving on to my fourth resource. Now, of course, academies, any kind of educational institution have been closed recently because of the coronavirus outbreak. And of course, that means a lot of our normal resources that we use, the physical resources that we would use, we can't access. So, what Cambridge have done, they've made a number of titles available for you guys to download for free. Now, everybody loves something for free, so this should interest you, hopefully. I'm going to show you just one example. This one is from the Exam Booster Exam Booster series, and is one of the example of the titles that's available to download. In this article written by Mr. Joe Turl, it will explain some features of the books, as well as showing you where you can download it. So, and if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, if you click here as well, you can also find those other titles that Cambridge have made available as well. So, whipping through these, that's 4 resources we've looked at, and my final one is on Facebook. And it's not my Facebook page because there is nothing interesting on there. Instead, it's something where there's lots of interesting things. Now, this is the Cambridge University Press ELT Facebook page. And here you can literally find everything that is Cambridge University Press. Things regarding the resources I've covered already, for example, World of Better Learning or Learning English with Cambridge, but also resources external to what I've described today. For example, here's a webinar. And if you scroll down, it's a great resource because, again, kind of like Catherine's article is to the World of Better Learning channel, it's a directory, if you will, a directory of all those things Cambridge that you can simply peruse at your own leisure and then see what Cambridge University Press has to offer and then click on things that you like. Okay, so getting near the end of my session there. So that's 5 resources I've covered. I'll just recap on them for you. That's World of Better Learning. That's the Learning English with Cambridge YouTube channel, which is great, of course. The Teacher Experience series, the Exam Booster tips, or specifically those titles that have been made available for all of you teachers out there. And finally, the Facebook page. Okay. 2 themes I want to repeat before I go. One is that please don't think these are only relevant during this time of lockdown, because a lot of these resources existed before the outbreak of coronavirus. They're obviously heavily online teacher focused at the moment because of the world we're currently living in, but please continue to stay with us because they will continue to provide and support you in the future. Yes, and the second thing that I wish to say was that thank you for stopping by. On a personal note, I would just like to say that yes, you guys are a testament to our profession, okay? Because we've found ourselves in difficult times recently, but the ways you've adapted, the way you've evolved, and the way you've continued to deliver your lessons or deliver whatever you're delivering in your educational context is a testament to yourself and to our industry. So yes, you should pat yourself on the back and say well done. So thank you for stopping by again. I hope you enjoy the rest of the Cambridge at Home experience, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Bye bye.